The wait is over. The sequel to the biggest blockbuster hit of all time is finally here. Avatar: The Way of Water. After 13 years, 13 fucking years, James Cameron brings us back to the visual world of Pandora. Now this review will be 100% spoiler free, so you have nothing to worry about. The things I will talk about will only be from the trailer and from the synopsis on IMDb. So Avatar: The Way of Water does a great job in recapping the first movie in the beginning for those who needed to brush up on what occurred on screen 13 years ago. Jake Sully is now permanently an Avatar person, and he now has a family with his wife Neytiri. But their happy family time in the forest is interrupted when the humans return to Pandora with sort of the same goal in mind as the first movie. They want to move their humans off the dying world of Earth and onto Pandora, where they can readapt to a new, more sustainable environment. Well, except they still can't breathe on Pandora, so I'm not sure if it is really the best place for them, but whatever. Anyways, the plot of this movie may seem similar to the first one, however, it is done in a different, more elevated way. And I can honestly say, I had a really great time with this movie. It is fun, entertaining, emotional, and even though it is 3 fucking hours and 12 fucking minutes, nearly every scene is engaging. And I can honestly only think of 1 or 2 scenes that sort of dragged on a bit. The visual effects were fucking amazing. And I know that's a given, but I shit you not, this movie has some of the best shots I have ever seen in my life. Especially the underwater scenes. It's literally a visual porn movie, and I like it. What I also loved is that this movie didn't shove any current political agendas or identity politics down your throat, unlike most of the dumbass movies that come out today. It was far from woke, and honestly, aside from some of the current lingo used by the kids, this movie made me feel like it was 2009 again. Now, I loved the first movie, and I can say the same for this one too. I would honestly say that this movie is on the same level as the first one. It is just as good. The visuals are better, and I would say that the fight scenes are better. However, the plot and story are just as good as the plot and story of the first movie, even though they share similarities. Now, let's just briefly talk about Sam Worthington. That man has been MIA in Hollywood for quite some time. His career was at its peak after the first Avatar movie came out, but since the early 2010s, he hasn't really done much. Will Avatar: The Way of Water revive his career? It's too early to say. I mean, he's a pretty decent actor, and honestly, his performance in this movie might be the best of his career, even though he's covered in CGI the entire time. He showed more range in this movie than he did in the first one, as he does a great job playing a strict father who just wants the best for his kids. But Ramzy, what about Zoe Saldana? Does she scream and cry 90% of the time like in the first movie? Yeah, pretty much. But she's good in it too, though. That's just the way her character is. Always worried and screaming in a paranoid manner. Just a typical mother, am I right? So Ramzy, is Avatar: The Way of Water worth seeing even though movie tickets are fucking expensive these days? And even though it might potentially take away 3 hours of my life? Yes. Give up 3 hours of your life and go see this movie. And see it in IMAX 3D so that you can see the visuals in the way that they were intended to be seen. James Cameron has done it again. This movie is fucking awesome, and I would love to waste another 3 hours of my life seeing this amazing epic once again. I'm gonna give Avatar: The Way of Water an 8 out of 10. As always, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please like and subscribe as there will be more movie reviews on the way.